Greetings, followers or watchers, wherever you're watching from. If you don't know, my name is Itchy Braids, and today we're talking about how to tap into your higher self. So let's start there. What is the higher self? You see, the higher self is the human being that we were born as. But through external influences such as, parents, friends, family members, TV shows, movies, even music, through all of these external influences, we develop what is known as the mask. And the mask is basically the personality that we display, or the archetype that we display to other people, the image that we're selling to other people. That is known as the mask. And today I'm going to be teaching you how to get rid of the mask and tap into who you truly are. Because yeah, you may think you're all of these things. Like, for example, you see, I have tattoos, and a lot of the time we get tattoos because we want to associate those tattoos with the archetype that we think we are. But truly down, we are not that archetype. Because, for example, I have the Grim Reaper scythe on my hand, not because I think I'm the Grim Reaper, but because I was born on October 31st, the Day of the Dead, Halloween. But truly, that is just the day that I was born. That's not who I am. People do it all the time. That's how artists sell. That's really how artists sell. Now let's differentiate between the two. First, you have the ego. The ego is what is the mask. The ego is not necessarily bad. A lot of people get that confused. The ego just protects you and keeps you comfortable in situations that can be adverse to what you like to experience. Ego is not necessarily a bad thing. It's ultimately just a protector. It tries to protect you from uncomfortable situations. That's ultimately what the ego is. That's why you build these alter egos, aka mask, to protect you from these things, because nobody likes to feel uncomfortable. But that's not good. You see, being uncomfortable and under stress can lead to evolution as a person. That's just a fact. The higher self is tied to consciousness. Consciousness is everything. Everything you can see, smell, taste, touch, everything. All your five senses is considered consciousness. Everything in your reality is consciousness. Now, a person cannot wear the mask but also be in their higher self at the same time. It's either one or the other. And that is because to live in consciousness, you have to live in the moment. Basically, to be your higher self, you have to live in the moment. You have to be aware of everything going on and just live in the moment. Be aware of all five of your senses in the moment. When you're wearing the mask, that is not possible, because every action you make, every step you take, you will be carefully calculating, does this fit the mask or the archetype I'm trying to present to other people? Does this fit the image I'm trying to sell, basically? So, for example, the real you might want to go outside with a bright yellow shirt, but because you have this tough guy archetype, you're going to come outside with black and red, the colors of war. And yes, I have on black and red, the colors of war, because today's Tuesday, Martes, the day dedicated to Mars. So Mars is the planet of passion, love, and war. Today I'm going to go to the gym, get a good workout, but I'm still going to be in my higher self. I'm aware of the moment. So, with that being said, tapping into your higher self is much deeper than just living in the moment and being aware of your five senses. This is just the precursor to open you up to that world in the first place, to be able to enter through that gate to tap into your higher self. There's much work that we have to actually discuss, and it really just involves shedding a bunch of information that we were given growing up and realizing that a lot of stuff that we do is truly not good for us. And I'm gonna make a video and post it. This actually might be a series, but right after this video, I'm going to go over what you actually need to do to tap into your higher self. This is just an explanation of the mask and the higher self. And I'm going to go into a couple more examples of the mask before this video is over. One being a prime example, social media. Everybody on social media, especially Instagram, go to these Instagram models pages. They're selling something, but I guarantee you, if you meet these models in real life, what they're selling is not truly who they are. That's just the mask they're presenting, because that's what people like. Same at the workplace. You might have a boss who's a jerk, but he might not truly be a jerk. His job might just put him in a stressful situation to present himself as a jerk. Like that's just the mask. Like, other people can cause you to create masks because ultimately it comes from the ego, which is a form of self-protection. It's to keep you comfortable. So not all masks are good, not all masks are bad, but the higher self is the best version of self. With that being said, I'm out for this video. This has been the difference between the mask and the higher self. The next video will be how to tap into the higher self. Stay tuned. Peace.